Okay, we're back with Joyce Cusack, the at-large incumbent in Volusia County. Joyce, you had initially two opponents in the primary. Webster Barnaby, first term
Yes.
Republican candidate, Deltona City Commissioner. And this is, of course, is a nonpartisan race. And you had an inter-party challenge from Pat Northey, from the District 5 Deltona seat, who was term limited in her seat. It's no secret this became unprecedented in Volusia County, where someone in the same party challenged someone on a dais.
That's the first time it
First time.
happened to me. I don't know if it's happened in...
It hasn't happened in the last 30 years, at least, in Volusia County, that an incumbent would be challenged by another member of their own party on the dais. They've been challenged by others on the council,
That's correct.
but not by their own party. Did you see that as a sign of disrespect, or?
I did.
I know you took it as kind of a personal affront.
A personal issue, simply because I think that even though it's a nonpartisan race, I think if you have served your term, the last thing that I would think a fellow member of the same party would challenge you in something that you have already completed.
Well, let's be real about this. Basically, it's understandable that Webster Barnaby would challenge. He's a challenger.
Absolutely.
But she's basically saying, you're not doing the job.
That's right.
You're not getting the job done. She can do a better job.
I can do better.
Is that what you took as a personal affront?
That's what I take as being personal, that she thinks that she can better serve.
Now, it's no secret that this whole 2 years got really ugly with the Waverly investigation. We recovered in 2012 from the American Music Festival scandal with the college, and Borneo with the Justin Bieber was supposed to come here and all these big acts, and that turned into a disaster. You had the merger do-over with Bert Fish and the Adventists, ended up in court. You had the News Journal Center, where lawsuit with the News Journal, and that turned into a big, horrible disaster. How can you restore public confidence in the voters from your perspective? From your perspective, Joyce Cusack's.
I think that you have to keep doing good. Keep being a person of high integrity.
How important is your consistency? You've been pretty consistent when you have a message.
It's very, very important to me, because I don't like to be known as one that would change in the middle of a stream. What you see is what you get. We may not always agree, but we will always be honest.
Now, I've known you as a person with a lot of personal pride, and you really do know the people. You interact. I see you everywhere.
One person said to me, when a elected official walk into a room, the people in that room love that elected official. But when Joyce Cusack walked into a room, she loves the people in the room.
Well, I know that when we held our public candidate debate in Oak Hill, you were the first one to say yes to us. And to Mr. Barnaby's credit, his mom died that week, 2 days earlier, and he still came.
He came.
But your opponent, the woman from the dais challenging, she was a no-show.
She was and I don't know why people do what they do. I just try to do what I think is the right thing to do and what's most appropriate for the people that I represent. You see, I have no personal agenda. Life has been good to me, and I have always dealt with integrity, and I will continue to always be of high standards.
We'll be back in a moment.